I'm Anil Kumar, and here is a very important question on rates of change. The question here is, determine an equation of a line that is tangent to the graph of f of x equals to square root of x plus 1 and parallel to x minus 6y plus 4 equals to 0. When we say parallel to this particular line, then let's figure out what is the slope of this line. So I'll just rearrange, write it in slope and intercept form, right? So if I do that, what do I get? I get 6y is equals to x plus 4, or we can say y equals to 1 over 6x plus 4 over 6, right? So slope of this line is 1 over 6. Since we need a line parallel, so we are looking for slope of 1 over 6. Now let's read the question once again. Determine an equation of a line that is tangent to the given graph and is parallel to this line. So the slope of the tangent should be 1 over 6. Now let us find out the slope, a general slope, and then equate the slope to 1 over 6 to find the point on the graph. So we say the slope m is equals to limit h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x over h. So that is limit h approaches 0. F of x plus h is square root x plus h plus 1 minus f of x means square root of x plus 1 divided by h. Now to solve this, we should rationalize it, right? So we have we'll rationalize the numerator. We have x plus h plus 1 minus square root of x plus 1 over h. So we'll multiply and divide by square root of x plus h plus 1 plus square root of x plus 1 divided by square root of x plus h plus 1 plus square root of x plus 1. So what we get here is limit h approaches 0. So difference of squares. So we get x plus h plus 1 minus x plus 1 divided by h times square root of x plus h plus 1 plus square root of x plus 1. Correct. Now if you solve the numerator, we will get just h, right? So it is x and x minus x0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So we get h over h times square root of x plus h plus 1 plus square root of x plus 1. Correct? So that is what we get. Now we can cancel out h and substitute h equals to 0. So if I do that, what do I get? Let me write it here. So if I substitute h equals to 0, I get x plus 1 plus x plus 1. That means 1 over 2 times square root of x plus 1. So that is what I get in this particular case, right? Now we need to find a point where the slope is 1 over 6. That means that the slope m should be 1 over 6. That means we can equate 1 over 6 as equals to 1 over 2 over square root of x plus 1. So that is the equation which we need to solve to get the point, correct? So let me do it on the right side. Okay, so what we have here is now to solve that 1 over 6 is equals to 1 over 2 square root x plus 1. Correct. Now that means if I cross multiply, I get square root x plus 1 is equal to, if it is 6 over 2, right? So which is 3. So if I square it, I get x plus 1 equals to 9, or x is equals to 9 minus 1, which is 8. So I get x equals to 8 as a point where the slope is 1 over 6. That is the slope, correct? Now if x is 8, what is the value of f of x? So we'll figure out what is that. So we can write f of 8 equals to square root of 8 plus 1, which is 3. 8 plus 1 is 9. So therefore, what we get here is that the point is on the curve is 8, 3, right? So 8, 3 is the point on the curve, square root of x plus 1, where the slope is 1 over 6. So we need to find equation of the tangent line with slope of 1 over 6 going through the point 8, 3, right? So you get this idea. So the equation could be y equals to slope of 1 over 6x plus b. To find b, we'll substitute the point. So we get 3 equals to 1 over 6 times 8 plus b, or 3 minus, if you simplify it a bit, dividing both by 2, you get 4 over 3 equals to b. That is 9 minus 5, 9 minus 4, which is 5 over 3 is the value of b. And therefore, we get the equation line as y equals to 1 over 6x plus 5 over 4. So that is the equation of the tangent line, which has the same slope as the given line, and it goes through the given function, which is 1 over square root x. Now, just to give you an idea, this point is kind of x value for us is 8, so we can kind of sketch this and show it here. So what we have here is square root of x plus 1 means the graph kind of like this, right? And the point for us is somewhere at x equals to 8, and the slope is 1 over 6. So it's kind of a line which is going like this. Do you see that? So this point here is at 8, 3, right? So x value is 8 here, and that is 3. So this is 8 and this is 3 for us. So that is the situation which represents the given equation, right? So while I've squeezed in a couple of things in this small space, I hope the steps are clear to you. This is a very important question. Go through it once again. You can subscribe to my video and learn a lot. Thank you and all the best.